It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He'll buy some time right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the bootleg. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with his 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And now the up man has throws it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught there by Wallace. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Going long here for Wallace. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. After some guys, because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off of play action, it's Watson. This one caught by Isabella. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd and very short, Jackson forced out to his left. First down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. 21-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Past the 20. 5, touchdown. Mark Andrews, 46 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Hey, check back.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double move.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joe Schobert able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And
it got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 57 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Jackson now. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Davante Adams, 56 yards. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. He's got a man, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 28 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Looking deep for Adams. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Let's get off the field.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room, But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
On third down, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wallace. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Jackson will throw again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. It's caught here by Adams. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On first down, Harris. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 115 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He gets it left side to Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend this big lead. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
James Prochet to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Jackson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the 2nd half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will snowball one more. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Crochet to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A gain of 3, second down. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he's got room. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 16-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, 19,
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
check. Watch twist.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it.
I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Mike 27, Mike 27. Here we go. Shift, watch the shift.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Lucky there just to avoid the safety. Able to fight through the tackle, but still backed up near the goal line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A give right side now to Hunt. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 70 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 6-0 our score after 1. Second and 2.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Back to throw.
Three down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Let's go, D. Be good.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
I'm coming after you. Back.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Dolphins have got it.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
I'm here all day.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Sanders' kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
You must be dreaming. 25.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's get it.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Hey, check Mike.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Catch is made by Harry. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. High five.
He'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Herbert's throw complete there to Perry.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
45.
On first down, it's Herbert. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he will find Ridley on the left side. That catch good for only a couple. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Justin Jefferson
as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamin Davis. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. So we have reached halftime here in a tight two-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Sanders now to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Strong right. Strong right. We got 3. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Under 10. Under 10.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Perry. A big play there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Continuing to fight for more. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Kareem Hunt, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Check. Wide.
Now a handoff looking right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's put that team on the box.
A handoff as they run the counter play. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. 159 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Me and you. My game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's caught. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Steps away to his left. Into the secondary past the 40. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9.
45. You ain't going nowhere. Shift, shift. Shift.
Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
You got tight right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Let's go. 45 is the mic. 45. 60 Bobcat. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Buying time to his left. Catch is made by Harry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Patriots.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic. Bring it. Bring it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
60 Bison.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. A carry here for Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Herbert. Got his man. That's Harry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check 3. Check 3. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Flush to his right. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Hunt going to run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
46 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mike, 46. Watch the run, watch the run. 46 to Mike.
Back to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it be possible, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Pats, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.